Hi there, my name is Aaron Short and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm looking at the Peterson Strobo Stomp HD. So you may have seen my video on the Peterson Strobo Clip HD tuner, which I loved and I'm still using it today. Really great tuner. Well, when I was at NAMM, Peterson told me that they're bringing out a new Stomp Box version, and this is it. It looks like this, okay? Now, I've been testing it out and I can say it's great. Unlike the original Stomp Box pedal they had a few years ago, this one is rugged metal, it looks modern, it's clean, it's very functional, it's got a non-slip back so it won't move around on the floor. It's got a 9-volt battery included. It's also got a 9-volt DC in, which is great to have, and also a 9-volt DC out, so you could power another pedal from it. Very useful, nice little thing to have. The guitar goes in one side and it goes out the other side to your amp or whatever. Now, some people are scared of strobe tuners and I'm going to show you how it works. But what I love about this tuner is you can either just use it as a very simple mute signal, tune and go, or you can go into the software and use presets, and you can even color code those presets for different tunings. So you could have multiple tunings stored in the pedal. Now that means there is a USB port and you do have to check for the latest firmware, and also you can use the website to actually customize the software inside, or you can just use the menu buttons on the sides. It adds more functionality, it doesn't make it overly complicated, and in fact you can go in and disable other tunings and just have it as a very simple, basic tuner. And I like that. They've really catered for everyone with this. It's a very professional unit, it's also very easy to use for everyone. And I love strobe tuners because they are so accurate. And however you feel about tuning, my opinion is the more in tune you are, the better. And although tuning isn't a perfect thing, and we can cover that in another video, if you're going to tune a guitar with this, or intonate it, or work on it, or record, this is going to get you so much more in tune than other tuners will. And I love it for that reason. So let me go in and show you what the menu looks like. Okay, so I grabbed my guitar so I can show you how you'll tune your guitar with this tuner. Now all you have to do is plug in, and when you plug in, it will turn on. There we go. Now you can see that the LED here is illuminated that says mute. That means there'll be no sound coming through if I play. Right now I'm not plugged into anything, so it doesn't really matter, but on stage that's great, you can tune silently. So if you want sound to come through the system, obviously you want to make sure it's not muted, okay? So, having said that, how do you tune? Well, pick a string, and if you watch, it says E, which is correct, that's an E string, okay? And you see the circle is kind of going anti-clockwise. Well, that means it's flat. Left is flat, right is sharp. For example, if I tune to sharp, now it's spinning right. And the faster it spins, the more out it is. So that's pretty sharp, okay? And that's in tune, but I'm always going to go below the note and then bring it up again. That's why we say tune up and not tune down. Yeah, that's perfect. Now, it's not a video game. You haven't got to sit there and make that perfectly still. If you're intonating a guitar, if you're playing at the Albert Hall, if you're recording your next album, you might want to do that. But for your regular gig, you don't need to go crazy. As long as it's not moving too much, then you're very in tune. So that's fine, okay? Next string should be a B. That's fine. Next one should be a G. Very slightly flat. There we go. And we went D. A. And let's just say this one's out. See, look at that. That's flat. You just see it's going to the left. Must be flat. So bring it up. Perfect. Now that's as easy as it is, and some people are scared by this tuner because it looks different to their regular tuner. Well, don't be scared. Within 5 or 10 minutes you'll get used to this, and I think you'll prefer it. I think you'll prefer it because it's so rewarding when it's so accurate. It really is. I'm not just saying that. And let's see how fast it tracks. So here's the 3rd fret of the 1st string. What note is that? G. There we go. How about the 7th fret of the 1st string? B. And how about the 12th fret of the first string? Well, that's another E, right? Okay, great. Now you could test yourself on the guitar. You could say to yourself, I'll just play a note, I'll name the note, and I'll check it. So this one here on the B string, I think that's a G. Yes, okay. That's just a way to show you how fast it is at tracking. It's very impressive. Right. Now, for me, that's it. I'm done. It's an amazing tuner. It looks great. It works great. I'm done. But what if you're Joni Mitchell? What if you play in different tunings every song? What if you're James Taylor? You have your own way of tuning the guitar, not the standard classic way. What if you play metal and tune down to a C? Well, then you can actually store presets and cycle through them with the plus and minus. That's really cool. If you don't use them, don't worry about it. Just use it as is. There is one thing I'll show you which I really love. To access the menu, press the menu up button. Now EQU, that means equal temperament. That is your basic, that's your standard tuning, right? Now if you press it again, you get the cogs. Press the plus for enter. And then you see it says global color. That's what a little color palette there. Right. Oh, also it tells you the firmware version, which is, as of to date, is the latest version. Again, just plug it in with the USB to your computer to check it. Now I've lost it now because I didn't press it quick enough. Okay, once I'm in global color, if I press the plus, I can choose from these colors. Now, if I had special tunings loaded in, preset tunings, I could assign them to a color. So I would know that, say, drop D was red for heavy metal, and I know that blue is dadgad for my folk. That's a really nice thing. That's a really nice thing to have. If you don't press it quick enough, it goes back to the main screen, so be wary of that. That's what's happening to me here. But anyway, let me get back to the setting. Yeah, I just want to choose my favorite color. I like blue, as you'll come to find out. That's a nice blue color. So again, I'll just leave it, I'll go back. So there we go. I now have a tuner that always tells me what note I'm playing and mutes my signal and has a nice blue display that I can easily see. And if you play other instruments or use other tunings, then you can set them as well. It's really versatile, it's very powerful. It's just a great all-round tuner that does everything that you need it to do. So what's my final verdict? Well, I love it. I've already told you that. It's a great tuner. Now, if you have a pedal board and need a tuner, I highly recommend it. If you play acoustic and just want a tuner to carry around, either get the clip tuner or this tuner. They're both fantastic. The benefits of this one obviously is that it will mute the signal and it's got a bigger screen that's easier to read. If you own something like a Helix or a Kemper, you'll say, well, I've already got a tuner in my multi-effects pedal and it even has a strobe mode. Well, strobe mode is not a strobe tuner. And if you really want to be in tune, if you really want that little bit extra, I would have this as well. And another thing to note about those pedals is you sometimes have to hold down a button for a few seconds to access the tuner. If you had this before the pedal, then you could always have the tuner running and not have to press a button or hold a button down for a few seconds to get into it. So this would actually complement a multi-effects pedal as well. And if you found you didn't need it, you could leave this at home for when you set up your guitars, because when you set up an internet guitars, you really want to use a strobe tuner, and all the top guys that set up and repair guitars do use strobe tuners. So I love it, I highly recommend it. Go and get one. And I'm going to say it, until next time, stay tuned.